it's me, Malibu Darby. Welcome to my channel. If it's not your first time watching, welcome back. Today I'm doing a little PR unboxing tutorial, get ready with me, featuring some products that I got in the mail recently and I was super excited about. Maybe I thought I was gonna do a little bit of a fall look, but it came out more like this little nude glossy look. I'm going out, so I was like, let me go ahead and film. You probably can hear like the pregame happening in the background. But if you're interested in seeing my product from Pixi, as well as Pucker Up the brand and how I got this overall look, stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so I have already done my base because this is not about foundation today. We are talking about a couple of products that I received in my PR packaging for eyes and lips, and it's already a little brisk, a little chilly in Atlanta tonight. So I was like, let me do like a little fall thing so I can use both of these new products in one video and show you guys a new look kind of rolling into fall from all the summer dewy natural glam kind of looks. So just for reference, I did use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Spice Rum and the Fenty concealer, I think in 360. If you have any questions about the base, put those in the comments and I will be sure to reply to those. But what we are talking about today, I got this super cute, show my address, PR package from Pixi. So shout out to Pixi for sending this over. I have not used Pixi products in the past. I have definitely always peeked at their skincare products in Target when I go to like grab a few things. But when I got home and I saw this box, I was excited. So this is their creative collection. I received 2 palettes of each. Here, let me pull them out so I can show you. This is a big old box and it's a cute box, but I got the Eye Effects in Hazelnut Haze, which you can see is super neutral, but it's like a kind of a shimmer palette, but still my speed because they're pretty neutral in color. And then the Eye palette in Rosette Ray, which is definitely more rose tones, still a lot of shimmers, but I think this will be good to mix with your other palettes that maybe have a little bit more like neutral or matte shades in it. I am going to try to do a full eye look with these palettes today, but I might reference some of my matte palettes a little bit just for, you know, a little bit of backup. Then I also got the Nuance Quartets, which they describe as a multi-use blush quad giving color to cheeks and eyes. So y'all already know when I see things that are like multi-use, or a lot of times when you get PR, I feel like they are very ivory forward. So I was interested to see how the like multi-use blush palettes worked for me, having warmer skin tones. So this is Sugar Blossom. Let's try to get that to focus. There we go. So you can see it's definitely more on the pink peachy side. I could definitely see this being a good highlighter, and depending on your shade, maybe this for like a bronzer. And then Honey Nectar, which I love these names, these are cute names. Honey Nectar is the other quartet that I got, which is I think maybe even a little bit lighter, but I feel like this blush I could possibly use, and of course this could still be a highlighter. So I'm going to use those today. I already have a little bit of blush on because I did my base, but I am going to try to see how I can use the quartets also, but kind of focusing on the eyes. So let's go ahead and get into the eye look right now. So let me just take a look at these. Again, I have not used Pixi products before. If you have, in the comments below, recommend some products that you would use from Pixi because I don't know a lot about the company, if I'm being honest. I'm going to start by setting my eyelid with the P. Louise base. This is in the shade Rumor 5. Just to make sure my eyelid is nice and matte and kind of takes the color and pops. So Rumor 5 is deeper than a lot of theirs. I have Rumor 2 also, which I use when I feel like I'm doing a pretty intense color. But Rumor 5 is kind of skin tone. So it feels like the best one to use if I'm using a palette I have not used before because it can get crazy. And the way that I'm using this, I'm just using it as a base. So I'm just lightly blending it. I'm not like caking it on or doing any specific shape or anything like that with the base. And y'all already know, I am not like an eyeshadow girl big time like that. Like I am not cutting creases. Well, I be cutting creases, but I'm not doing anything like super dramatic on a regular basis. So I do like that these palettes and even the quartets seem relatively neutrals. Like there's some shimmers in here that have a little bit of pop, but everything seems beginner friendly. There's nothing that's like a hot pink eyeshadow or like a lime green eyeshadow. So I feel like I could pretty easily incorporate this into my regular palettes. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go in from the Rosette Ray palette. I am going to go in with Mushroom, which is this brown shade here. And I'm just going to use that to kind of set my whole eyelid. Let me bring you guys in a little bit. Y'all, I could not wait to like bring out my fall stuff. I got on this big robe because it's a little chilly outside. And when I tell you I'm hot already. Okay, so I'm setting this. Things I'm looking for is fallout, coverage, and just overall what the eyeshadow is giving. I usually don't do eyeshadow last. So if there is a lot of fallout, I'm going to notice, because that is one of the main reasons that I don't do my eyeshadow last. Because I'm afraid of ruining everything I've done. So honestly, Mushroom is a little bit darker than I expected it to be, but I'm not mad. We are doing a fall look, so that might actually be the perfect base to use. So it definitely looks like Rosette Ray is has a couple more mattes in it than the Hazelnut Haze. So I feel like at least for the base, I'm going to be leaning into the Rosette Ray palette. Then I think I'm going to go in with Berry. And let's see if I can kind of give a little bit of depth to my eye. Now, one thing about me, if I mess up some eyeshadow, I'm just going to go with it and try to fix it. So I'm going to use this this is a big mirror. But shout out to them for putting a mirror in here, because a lot of products now don't come with the mirror. And we really need a mirror, especially if you're traveling. So I'm going with this berry color. And I'm going to just blend that into the outer edge of the shadow, just to try to give it a little bit more, I know what I'm doing. I like to do stuff that I feel like makes it look like I know what I did, even though I'm really just out here winging it. I think I'm actually going to use both of those berry colors, so it's plum and berry, on the outer edge of the shadow, just to try to build a little bit more depth. I sound like I know what I'm talking about. For the most part, I don't really do dramatic eyes. I like to do just enough so it looks like I know how to do eyeshadow. But little enough that I'm not going to mess something up or be out here like looking wild. Okay, I already like this already. It's definitely giving me berry. It's giving me plum. Then I'm going to go in with, ooh, that's a dark one. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm dipping into the Hazelnut Haze palette. I'm going to go in with Deep. It's this like copper color. I'm going to go in with that and also put a little bit of that on the outer edge, because I just like this color and I feel like it'll lighten up. It's getting a little purple for me. I feel like it'll bring a little bit of color. For me, oranges and reds typically do well in eyeshadows for brown skin. Blend that out a little bit. Okay, okay. I feel like we're getting somewhere. Then I'm gonna go in with Mushroom from the Rosette Ray palette. That is, no, Black Tulip. It's hard to read the back of these. I'm gonna go in with Black Tulip from the Rosette Ray palette. That is the deepest shade. And I'm going to go in with this little Wet n Wild crease brush here. Love this brush. This is like 60 cents or something crazy on Amazon. So I love this brush for creases. And I'm just going to put that right in the crease to start to build a little bit more. If you can do your eyeshadow with your mouth closed, you're the real genius, because this is me the whole time I'm doing anything with my eyes. I'm just going to put it right in the corner. Okay, I got a little bit of fallout. I guess I shouldn't touch it yet. I feel like my under eye is creasing a little bit. I tried out a new concealer, and I feel like it might be creasing up on me a little bit. Okay, give a little bit of depth with that. There's so many colors in here I like Sage is this pretty green color in the middle. There's so many colors in here that I like that I feel like I want to try, but I gotta focus. I gotta stick to what I know, because I actually have somewhere to go. So if it gets wild, it's gonna get wild. So I feel like I have a little bit of something happening here. I'm going to go in with another P. Louise. This is in 2. And I'm just gonna use this to go in my inner corner here to put a light shimmer for one of these palettes so you can really see it. I might not even need that Morphe palette. Look at me doing a 1 palette eye. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this right in the corner Because right now, if I put a shimmer on top of this dark eyeshadow, it's going to get lost and it's going to get muddy and it's not going to pop like I want it to. I try to go light because this has to dry down. They don't have to be perfectly even because I'm going to blend them anyway. So now I'm going to give that a second to kind of dry a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with, there's so many pretty shimmers. I mean, there's like coppers. There is, I'm going to go lighter than I normally go because I'm trying to not do what I always do. I'm going to go with, this mirror makes it so hard to show y'all, French Rose, which is this peachy copper color in the Rosette Ray palette. I'm like, I think I'm going to go with that. Let's see if I like that once I do a little dab. Actually, I'm a mix. Okay, so French Rose and Mocha are both in the Rosette Ray palette and they're both really pretty shimmer. So I'm going to dab a little bit of both and just put that right on the area where the P. Louise is. So these have decent pigment. I mean, it's not like out of this world. Like I am having to go back into the palette to get a really good coverage. But it's a decent pigment. And honestly, sometimes when it's too pigmented, if you're a beginner, aka me, it gets wild. Because suddenly my whole eyelid is hot pink. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that. Look, I'm like, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then gonna go back in with my original lid color and blend the edge out a little bit. So it's not such a harsh line. I'm going to take a little bit of that same mocha and put it right under my brow bone. Just a little bit. Honestly, this could be okay, I forgot they gave us a highlighter. I'm getting overexcited. I am just going to go in really quick with my liner and lashes. And we're going to get to a lip. Okay, y'all, if my lashes are doing something wonky, don't mind that. This isn't a lash video. We're here to talk about eyes. I am going to do one more thing with my eyes. I'm going to go in back with that black tulip from the Rosette Ray palette. And just with a thin brush, I'm just going to put a little bit on my very bottom line. Not that you can see it with these big lashes, but that's not the point. Okay? I am going to go in with the Quartet in Sugar Blossom. I'm going to use the highlighter that they have in there and just add a little extra highlight. Oh, that's pretty. If I'll be honest, some of the other shades are a little too light, I think. I do think I can use from the Honey Nectar palette the blush in the shade Nectar. Let's see if I can just... It's a little bit peachy, and I feel like peachy shades always look good on brown girls. So I think I'm good on the Quartets. I do like the eyeshadow palettes, but I don't know how much I would use the Quartets for my skin tone. But the next product I have, I'm excited, I already opened it, is from Pucker Up, the brand. This is a Black woman-owned cosmetics line. She sent me a few different products, but I think I'm going to be using the lip products mostly today for this kind of fall look. So first, I'm going to go in with this Ultimate Lip Liner in the shade Crumb Cake. This is like a pretty kind of brown shade. Chestnut is sometimes too dark for me. I know chestnut and MAC is usually my go-to. It's a little too dark. This looks like it's going to be a good like skin tone-y kind of shade. So I'm going to go in with the liner from them. Yeah, that's subtle. I just want a little bit of line. It's actually kind of light, but that might work for the lip, I'm thinking. I might have to go with a little bit something darker for my skin tone, but I do like this. I think if I'm doing a nude lip, I think this will be pretty. And for the two lip shades that I have today, I will swipe them. This is Notorious. This is a gloss. I've been really into glosses more than lipsticks lately. So let me swatch so you can see what she looks like. In the bottle, she almost looks kind of like a rosy gold copper kind of color. Let's see. I don't know how good I am at swatching glosses. So it's kind of a pinkish, copperish color. But then Award Show is this much deeper kind of red gloss. And I'm thinking that is going to do what I want for a fall look. So let's see. These wrappers that they put on cosmetics are literally, and like for all cosmetics, are like childproof if you have long nails. So let's swatch this and see. Ooh. So this is the cream matte. And the other one was like a true gloss, I believe. So this is a cream matte. Oh, so she might be a little vampier. Oh. So she is like red. I love that. I'm always looking for a good red. Oh, okay. I'm going to hold off on using award show because a red lip is a whole nother look. Y'all, I have a video on red lips. And I feel like I want to do another one with that. So I'm just going to go in with Notorious because with this liner, I feel like a nude look is going to be better. Okay, guys, that does it for me. Yes, I'm still in my robe because I'm about to go get dressed. But thank you guys so much for watching. This video was kind of a fallish, PR unboxing-ish, get ready with me-ish video featuring products from Pixi and Pucker Up the Brand. I will link all the products in the description box below. If you have tried any products from these companies, let me know because I want to know what else to try. I like what I got so far, so I want to know what else to try. Road to 10K is quickly approaching. So thank you guys again for watching. See you in the next video.
Just so fast, you